In the last video, I have told you what exactly is phi n, which is also known as Euler's function. Let us check few properties of phi. Now, if n is prime, then phi n is equal to n minus 1. For example, phi 13. 13 is prime, so answer will be 12. 23 is prime, so answer will be 22. 3 is prime, so answer will be 2. So 1 less than the prime number. The second property says that if there is a number which you can factorize in this way where p is a prime number, then the phi n value is p to the power k 1 minus 1 by p. Look at the example. Phi of 27 means phi of 3 to the power 3. So here it is a prime number. So I can write 3 to the power 3, 1 minus 1 by 3, which is nothing but 18. Pi of 16, if you do, 16 is nothing but 2 to the power 4. Again a prime number power. Okay. So 2 to the power 4, 1 minus 1 by 2, which is 8. Now the third property is that if n can be expressed as the product of a and b, where a and b are relatively prime, then phi of n is phi of a into phi of b. For example, phi 15 is phi 3 into phi 5, which is 2 into 5, that is 10. Now the last and very important property, most of the time I will be using this property while doing Euler's theorem. If p1, p2 and pn are the distinct prime factor of n, then phi of n is given by this formula. This property and the first property are very useful. Now look at the example, phi of 360. 360 can be factorized like this. Now these are the p1 value, p2 value and p3 value. So what will be the answer? 360, 1 minus 1 upon p1, that is 2. 1 minus 1 by 3, 1 minus 1 by 5, answer is 96. Same way, if I ask you phi of 1001, in that case phi is equal to 7 into 11 into 13. So again the same formula, this is p1, p2 and p3, substitute, get the answer 720. Same way, phi 3600, if you factorize, you will get this factor. This will become your p1, p2 and p3. So 3600, 1 minus 1 upon p1, 1 minus 1 upon p2, 1 minus 1 upon p3, answer 960. Same way, try 5040, which is 1152. Before starting, check the definition in the previous video. Thank you.